Good evening. It is Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. It is now 5:28 p.m. We're running behind for the rain, and this is a special commission meeting of the City of West Miami. This meeting is called to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Item 2, roll call. Mayor Eric Diaz-Padrón.
Here.
Vice Mayor Natalie Emiliano Orbis. Here. Commissioner Juan Blanes.
Present.
Commissioner Ivan Chavez Jr.
Here.
Commissioner Luciano Suarez is excused this evening. You have quorum, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Next item.
Item 3, public comments.
Anyone for public comments? Seeing
None.
none. Next item.
Item 4, special agenda items. Item 4A, discussion on appointment of city attorney.
So, took the liberty of doing some, having some conversations with, multiple attorneys. I think I'm gonna proffer a name to, that can join us and represent us, I think in a very, good fashion like we had. And I want to get the commission's feedback on it, but I'd like to proffer this name, Dexter Leighton. Dexter obviously is somebody that is well known in the community, but I'd like to read off just some qualifications for the judgment of the commission. Mr. Leighton is a combat veteran, Purple Heart recipient, wounded in combat. He is a University of Miami alum, a Columbia University alum of the Masters, and he got his law degree from Stanford University, where he graduated first in his class. He went on to be a state senator, a state representative, and a state senator in Florida, and then went on to be United States Attorney for the Southern District of Florida. He was an attorney in private practice representing the Village of Palmetto Bay previously. And I had the pleasure of taking his course because he is a constitutional law professor and among other subjects at the University of Miami. And I had the pleasure of being a student of his my time in the law school. So he's here today, and I'm sure he's probably had the chance to speak with all of you individually or hopefully. I'd like to proffer his name for consideration.
I think we have a problem. I think he's overqualified.
Well, I wouldn't say that on the record. Does anybody have anything they want to add? Anything on this discussion or how they want to move forward? Go ahead.
So you just read a long list of qualifications and obviously blown away. But I will say that the other day we had a chance to speak, and in that conversation, it was very easy to see that this is somebody that already cares and has bought into our city and what we have going on here. And I know that he's going to be a great fit as well. So aside from all the qualifications that he's bringing to the city, the fact that he's already bought in and is exciting to get to work and continue what we already have going on, I'm on board with that. And thank you for your service too.
I will add, Mayor, thank you for your recommendation. I think it's a great recommendation, and I look forward to working with you.
Commissioner?
I second what my colleagues have just stated. I was just joking around. I'm a big joker, Gotta have a little bit of humor. Gotta laugh at things and at yourself. So I'm big on that. So yeah, I definitely agree with my colleagues. I think it would be a great addition to our city.
So can we get a directive here to move forward from the commission?
Make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion to
Second.
appoint. We have a second. Call the roll.
Yes, Commissioner Blanes, how do you
Yes.
vote? Commissioner Chavez,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Emiliano Orbis,
Yes.
Mayor Diaz-Padrón.
Yes.
4-0, item passes.
Thank you. And I know we have another item on the agenda, so Madam Clerk, I don't know if you want to take this item first, or if you wanted to deal with this first item? How do you want to?
Mr. Mayor, I would need a couple of minutes to go downstairs and prepare the oath of office, if you
Okay.
allow me.
Okay, let's do that. Either way, we're same amount of time. So if you could, Mr. Counselor, if you could just wait for this item to finish. Yeah.
Anytime someone gets sworn in on that.
I was gonna make a joke, but we're on the record, so. Not every time.
Mine's off.
Yep, we're not on break. We're just hanging out. So whenever you're ready.
So, may I please administer the
Go ahead.
And Mr. Manager, you will attest. With your right hand, I, Dexter Lettman, solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and will obey the laws of the United States of America
and will obey the laws of the United States of America
and of the state of Florida,
and of the state of Florida,
that I will in all respects
that I will in all respects
observe the provisions
observe the provisions
of the Charter
of the Charter
and the ordinances of the City of West Miami,
and the ordinances of the City of West Miami,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of City Attorney
the duties of the office of City Attorney
of the City of West Miami.
of the City of West Miami. So help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You like my pen?
Yes.
Had to. Thank you. So oath is administered, and Mr. Lettman is the city attorney for the City of West Miami, officially, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. And Mr. Lanian is coming in without a contract at the Will Commission, and will be coming in at no financial impact to the budget of the city. Correct, Mr. Manager?
That is correct, and I do have a resolution here in case you guys want to vote it in, which states exactly that.
Okay, beautiful.
You have copies of the resolution, Mayor and Commissioners.
Yeah, they're in front of you. Do we need to pass this resolution as well? I mean, it
Yes,
says,
this resolution was not part of the
Okay.
original
Added,
agenda, so we need to add it.
can someone make a motion to add it to the agenda?
Thank you.
Motion to add that resolution to the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It has been now added to the agenda. Let's make it item
Yes, Mr.
D,
Mayor.
and let's skip to item D. Read the resolution, please.
Yes, resolution of the Mayor and City Commission of the City of West Miami, Florida, approving the appointment of Dexter Lettman as city attorney, providing for an effective date.
Thank you. We have a motion on the item.
Motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Call the roll, please.
Yes, Commissioner Chavez, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Blanes?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Milian Orbis?
Yes.
Mayor Diaz-Padrón?
Yes.
4-0, item passes.
Thank you. All right, let's go to the next item if we can, because I know the counselor just wants to get back into the rain, I'm sure.
Yes. Item 4B, continued from June 5th, 2024 Commission meeting, and this is a request for appeal of variance application presented before the Planning and Zoning Board on April 24, 2024. Property owner R&H Craft Group, Inc. Property address 1500 Southwest 63rd Avenue, West Miami, Florida 33144. Applicant is requesting a variance for reducing the exterior side and rear setback for a proposed detached structure measuring 420 square feet. The exterior side setback will be reduced to 3 feet and the rear setback to 12.42 feet, where 15 feet is required on both setbacks by ordinance. The property is a normal shaped corner lot. The lot is 10,229.25 square feet and will, with a standard yard, zoning ordinance 282 amended by ordinance 9901, section 4.15.
Thank you. And this item was continued, the public hearing continued from last meeting, but just to be on the safe side, this is a public hearing, and the public hearing is open. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Christopher Presido on behalf of R&H Craft Group. Originally, when we were here back in April, we had presented the plans for the proposed pergola, as well as the argument about the request for the offset or the restructuring of the variance. What we've done at that meeting, there were some requests for actual pictures of the structure, what has been done there in order to assist. What we've done is I've presented a lot of photos. I don't know whether you have the packet or this is the only one that you have, but what we did here is the series of photos that you're seeing, and I apologize, I'm going to have to put my glasses on. As you can see, what they did in the back, which was one of the conversations we had, this is the area where the pool, where the pergola is. If we can flip around to the other photos. And you can see what they did was, this is the back of the pergola, where they requested to put the privacy with the lattice work on it, which is there, and then in addition to that, the shrubbery that was planted there as well. That's along the entire length of the back of the pergola to block and basically camouflage it from the street view. If you continue through the photos, this is just another angle of the same thing. There's the fence on the right. Here, the reason we included this, as you can see, this is the back of the structure. There's the lattice work with the ivy that's on the back of it. And you can also see the very tops of the shrubs that were planted there as well. This is from April. Today, if you were to drive by there, they're almost a full foot taller than that as we speak today. But the reason we included this was obviously to see it from the street view, but also to see the structures that the homeowner actually looks at from their property out. And one of the reasons why he would also like to have the same barriers, the same shrubs, et cetera, there that was suggested is because, frankly, he doesn't want to see all of this. And as you can see, there are downed lines that are right outside of his house. There's another picture there of where the construction is. As you can see, the porta potties right there behind his house. And there are some of the lines, that's the structure where you can see the power line stuck on the tree, the porta potty, the other construction. And as you can see, the back of the pergola is almost fading away into the back of the picture. As you can see, it's very unobtrusive from the street view. And as I said, picture those shrubs that were planted almost a foot taller than it is right now. So what they did was they complied, and we provided the photos of what we had done for the suggestions the last time that we were here for the hearing. In addition to that, what they did was they wanted to see if there were any objections around the neighborhood. So what they did was literally went door to door around all of their neighbors, including the individuals immediately around them, as well as up and down their block. And what we did was present to the commission 28 signatures of individuals who are the neighbors in and around, immediately around them, as well as up and down their block, showing that they have no objection to this addition. There were obviously other pergolas that were there, very similar build. Some of them were nowhere near as camouflaged or as, I know I'm biased, but as nice as this one is here, or as landscaped as this one is here. So with the suggestions that were made, the follow-up, and the non-objection of the neighbors in the neighborhood, they did present the argument to the commission the last time. We provided the additional photographs and the exhibits that were requested. They planted the shrubs. They followed through on that. And for the general aesthetic purposes and use of the property, as well as the safety of the family, because he has young children, he wants to have that kind of coverage around the pool area. With all of that in place and presented to the commission, we would respectfully request that the variance be granted to allow this to be finalized.
If I could, we have a list of non-objections. Do we have, there was a notice given how many radius from the property? 500 feet?
It's 500 feet, and we have had no filed objections.
Okay. To the board, does the board have any questions for the counselor?
I just have some comments.
Okay, go ahead.
I understand this item was deferred from planning and zoning in April. And I just wanted to state that I favor process. I would have liked if this went back to the Planning and Zoning Board. I know that they asked for further photos and clarification, and they wanted to see how, how the project was going to turn out. I would have liked for it to have gone to Planning and Zoning and came back to us with a recommendation, but I understand that there was a cancellation of the last Planning and Zoning meeting, and I also see that the applicant has provided signatures from the surrounding residents, so I will defer to my colleagues on that.
Thank you, Vice Mayor.
So
Anyone
to-
else? Go ahead. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Commissioner.
Mr. Mayor. To piggyback off of what the Vice Mayor was saying, we represent the city as a whole, but nothing represents it more than the actual neighbors that are around the home that's affecting them. So being that you have almost 30 signatures, and there's no one here speaking against the item, I would be in favor of moving forward with this.
Commissioner, you have any comments on this?
Well, I'm always big on quality of life and, and how our neighborhoods look. And I think that, what we see depicting these pictures and the project, it adds, it enhances the neighborhood. So, I'm prone to agree and approve the variance.
Okay, Madam Clerk, can you read the resolution? Oh, actually, hold on, I apologize. Anyone want to speak on public hearing on this item? Seeing none, public hearing is now closed. Can you read the resolution, Madam Clerk?
Yes, a resolution of the City of West Miami, Florida for site plan accepting, amending, or rejecting the recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Board of a variance for 1500 Southwest 63rd Avenue, West Miami, Florida, by R&H Craft Group, requesting a reduction of the exterior side and rear setback for a proposed detached accessory building requiring certain improvements and other terms and conditions attached as Exhibit A, providing for an effective date.
Point of clarity, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, can you clarify what we're about to make a motion on?
Because they
In this
didn't,
case, if you are in favor, you will be rejecting the
Okay.
recommendation of the Planning and Zoning
Okay,
Board.
thank you for the
to deny.
clarification, thank you.
Yeah.
Motion.
We have a motion to reject the recommendation and approve the project.
second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
Yes, Commissioner Chavez,
Yes.
Commissioner Blanes,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Milian Orbis,
Yes.
Mayor Diaz-Padrón.
Yes,
4-0, item passes.
thank you,
I thank you all for your time and attention. Thank you very much. Have a good
thank you, sir. Next item, please.
Item 5 is consent agenda, and I have a request, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
We have a July 10th scheduled commission meeting, and we would like to request to transfer that meeting to reschedule for July 17th, 2024.
Go ahead, Mr. Manager.
Well, the reason for that is our new city attorney will not be back until the 13th of July from a pre-planned vacation, so we would ask for a week deferral.
Does anyone have an issue with the deferral for the meeting, for the regular meeting? No? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Beautiful. Next item.
Item 6, good of the order.
Anyone for good of the order? I have two things for good of the order. One, we had a planned charter review board meeting set for this evening. That meeting is being postponed due to weather, and make sure everyone remains safe on the streets. And that date will be, the date of postponement will be provided at a later time to the board and to the public. And the other thing is, I know it's been raining nonstop for the last few days, but our city has actually, the pumps have been working, the drains have been performing. I even got a text right now from a resident on 16th Terrace that, even with all the rain, the system seems to be working perfectly. So I know we still have our problem areas in the city that we're working on, but even those are performing well right now, and so it's a testament to our public works crew and making, on their diligence in keeping the drains clear and the work of this administration on getting, the pumps, the backup pumps ready and everything ready for the season. Obviously, this is hurricane season light, but, it's nice to see that we are heading in the right direction and making sure that our streets are safe for traffic and that there's no property damage from water that's occurring even with what is record rain. So that's a good reports coming from the residents on that, so it's positive. Anyone else for good of the order? Mr. Manager?
Do you want to come up what happened in Tallahassee today?
Oh, thank you. So the governor put out his veto list. The governor has a line item veto on the entire budget. The governor is exercising his authority to veto about $1 billion in expenditures. Our project for $850,000 for the rec center completion did not get vetoed. So we will be receiving an appropriation of $850,000 towards the rec center, which is a tremendous step forward, and again builds on a number of years now where we've done very well in Tallahassee, getting appropriations for our projects. So that's a testament to the work of the commission, the city in preparing the documents, and mostly I want to thank our state senator Ileana Garcia and our state representative Demi Busate Cabrera, and of course to Governor DeSantis and Lieutenant Governor Nunez for their support of our projects, and we're very excited. I mean, that's a huge step in the right direction for us. That's I mean, we all know that project, how much is on it, and that's a huge lift, taken off our back, and to put that legacy project into motion, and, I think that's going to be excellent. So we're very thankful to the state of Florida and the representatives for their support on our projects. Anyone else? Anything else to go to the order? No? Okay, we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.